With the first pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Cincinnati Bengals selecting first, and I have them taking Tua Tagovailoa. The Bengals are moving on from Andy Dalton, and they get their quarterback of the future. There's a couple other quarterbacks who might compete for the top spot, but as of right now, I still have Tua as the number one quarterback. I have the Washington Redskins selecting second overall, and I have them taking Chase Young, the defensive end out of Ohio State. The Redskins may have other needs, but Young is just a generational talent at defensive end that I don't think they can pass up. I have the New York Giants selecting third overall, and I have them taking Andrew Thomas, the tackle out of Georgia. I think they could still use some help along the offensive line, and Andrew Thomas would definitely give them that and help protect Daniel Jones for a long time. I have the Miami Dolphins selecting fourth overall, and it looks like they need to find a quarterback, and I have that being Joe Burrow. Burrow has had an amazing college football season so far, and he could end up being the first quarterback taken. As of right now, I have Tua being the first quarterback, but Joe Burrow is right there, and Miami gets their quarterback of the future. I have the New York Jets selecting fifth overall, and I have them taking Jeffrey Okudah, the cornerback out of Ohio State. They could go wide receiver with taking Jerry Jeudy, but I have them waiting to take a receiver for later in the draft and taking the best corner in the draft to help out their secondary. I have the Denver Broncos selecting sixth overall, and I have them taking Jerry Jeudy, the wide receiver from Alabama. He's the best wide receiver prospect to come out in a while, and the Broncos feel a need that they have after trading Emmanuel Sanders. I have the Arizona Cardinals selecting seventh overall, and I have them getting a tackle in Tristan Wirfs to help protect Kyler Murray. I have the Atlanta Falcons selecting eighth overall, and I have them taking Grant Delpit, the safety out of LSU. The Falcons really need to improve their secondary, and getting Delpit would be a great step in that direction. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting ninth overall, and I have them taking Christian Fulton, the cornerback out of LSU. This might be a little bit high for Fulton to go, but I think it's a big need for the Buccaneers. They let go of Vernon Hargreaves, a high draft pick of in the past that didn't work out for them, and they try their luck again with getting Fulton in the first round. I have the Los Angeles Chargers selecting 10th overall, and I have them taking Justin Herbert, the quarterback out of Oregon. Philip Rivers becomes a free agent at the end of this year, and it's unclear if he'll be back or not, or if him and the Chargers will part ways. So I have them landing Herbert to be their quarterback of the future. I have the Detroit Lions selecting 11th overall, and I have them taking Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker from Clemson. He's a really athletic linebacker. He's a converted safety, and I think he would help out the Lions defense a lot. I have the Los Angeles Raiders selecting 12th overall with the pick they got from Chicago, and I have them taking CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver from Oklahoma. I'm personally really high on Lamb, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being the best wide receiver from this class, even better than Jeudy. So John Gruden in this scenario gets a really good wide receiver for his offense. I also wanted to show this highlight, which shows what he can do after the catch. He's just a really great playmaker. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting 13th overall, and I have them taking Trayvon Diggs, the cornerback out of Alabama. He's the younger brother of Stephon Diggs from Minnesota, and he's the third cornerback taken in this draft in a very good draft class for cornerbacks. And the Jacksonville Jaguars get their cornerback replacement for Jalen Ramsey. I have the Tennessee Titans selecting 14th overall. I have them taking Dylan Moses, the linebacker from Alabama. He's out all this year with a torn ACL, but I don't think that impacts his draft stock too much. And the Titans, I think, could use some help at linebacker. If a quarterback like Justin Herbert was available, I think they would grab him, and they could even trade up to grab a quarterback. But at this spot, I don't think a quarterback is worth the pick. So I have them going with linebacker and taking Moses. I have the Carolina Panthers selecting 15th overall, and I have them taking Derek Brown, the defensive tackle out of Auburn. I don't think the Panthers have a ton of needs, so they go with the best player available, and Brown will help out their defensive line and make it a little bit younger, and then give them a good young prospect for a long time. I have the Miami Dolphins selecting 16th overall, and I have them taking Henry Ruggs III from Alabama. He's an extremely fast wide receiver. He's a guy who might run under 4.3 at the combine. And after having them get Burrow earlier in the draft, I have them getting a weapon for him and Ruggs, who will probably be making a lot of plays in the NFL for a long time. Alright, that's all I have for the November version of my 2020 NFL mock draft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you.